Hello, my friend. Amner Hunter here. This time around, talking about a serious topic. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. We are having a serious conversation today about audio plugging addiction, how to overcome it, also understand it a bit better, and where could that come from. So I also want to show you how I organize my plugins and avoid this trap that we all fall into, which is collecting sometimes thousands of plugins, right? So I have come across as a lot of people here on the channel and outside YouTube as well that have this, and I wanted to take a moment to talk with you, to have a conversation with you about this topic. So there are many cases. This is not a drug addiction, of course, in the same with the same problems, but it definitely carries some problems in the home studio and in the music creation process. So I wanted to talk about this topic today. My name is Amner Hunter. Welcome to this live stream. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, not free plugins, free PDF guides, for instance, that might help you out in your music production efficiency and productiveness. So I have some guides on how to make more music in less time, also how to mix a song using only free plugins, so you don't need to spend anything. You can go ahead and check out all of the applicable links in the video description and first comment, and I will leave for the friends that watch this video afterwards the timestamps, all right, in the video description for all of the topics that we are covering today. Let me know if you are in the chat, in the comments, what do you think about this topic? It would be awesome to know your opinion. There are some cases that I searched about this. For instance, here at Gearspace, plugin hoarding, are you addicted? And there are a lot of people that comment about this, that starts to collect a ton of plugins and they just take out space from your computer, right? And yeah, I just keep seeing cases also on Facebook. There's a private group for plugin addicts. It sounds funny, but it might be serious, right? It is a serious topic. And I have friends here on the channel that have thousands of plugins, and they only use or just maybe dozens of them, but not thousands, of course. Here, anyone else here have a genuine addiction to buying plugins? Not joking. And this becomes worse when you are buying plugins, because here on the channel I promote mostly free plugins, and there are thousands of them. But more problem if you spend money, right? Like in drugs, where you are spending money on drugs. So you are like just getting rid of money without any real reason for it. And so it becomes worse when you are not only collecting free plugins, but also buying plugins, like an addiction. Also, I found this article. Hi, my name is Mark and I am a plugin holic, compulsive buyer, right? This person, these people are real, and these conversations are real in forums, and we do not talk about a lot of this. I think it's very important, and I think since I share a lot of free stuff here on the channel, I think it's I need to talk about this, okay? Also, I am addicted to VSTs, right? So a lot of people are having these kinds of problems. I grabbed this screenshot of a comment here on my channel. I was so happy when I saw this video. I raced over to Waves only to find I already owned this plugin. So sometimes people already have the plugins and they download it again. So I have too many plugins to even keep track of anymore. Yeah, that's what happens. I may need to attend AA meetings for plugins. Anyways, thank you, Abner. Yeah, totally. I have seen a lot of these comments pretty much alike. And another comment here: hi, Abner, really cool software. I grabbed Amplitude 5, but somehow I kind of addicted to those things. I am kind of addicted to those things. Yeah, that's what happens, you know. And I thought this image of Walter White from Breaking Bad with this background pretty much summed everything, right? So yeah, I see here people in the chat here from Ecuador. Cheers! I can't believe it. I just with my PC and reinstalled Reaper, only added bare bones plugins. Most of mine are free though. Cool, yeah. Most of mine are free also. But yeah, this is a real topic, and I think a real conversation to have. So where could this come from? This is my theory, because back in the day when we collected pedals, right? We didn't collected plugins. Like in this case, in the digital era, we can now have thousands of digital stuff at our disposal immediately. So this is part of like the immediate gratification, right? Before we had to buy gear, actual gear and real hardware to get this gratification. Sometimes we needed to save money for months before buying any piece of gear or buying a pedal board or a multi-effect pedals or compressors or things like that. And back in the day, it was very difficult to be addicted, right? Because of course, if you have a lot of money to spend, well, you could buy anything that you want. But in the case of most of us, we didn't have a lot of money to spend on these things, so it was difficult. So my theory is that when we went back to digital, when we became in this part of DAWs and all of that, it was very easy to collect plugins, paid plugins back in the day. And but a lot of developers started to create free plugins, right? And it was even more addicted because they were free, right? And I think that's where this plugin addiction or hoarding might come from. Then how to stop falling in this trap? Well, if you are buying money compulsively, if you're buying plugins compulsively, I recommend you ask you this before buying or actually downloading a free plugin. Like, I have two questions, right? Do I want it or do I need it? And I stick to that response or answer. I try to ask myself always that: do I need these guitars or do I want this guitar when I am about to purchase something? Sometimes it's just that we want it, right? We need to be very, very honest with ourselves. So I think that's one part where that you can, one thing that you can do to avoid falling in this trap is ask yourself that before downloading or buying any piece of software and audio plugin in this case. And be very serious and honest about it. And I think once that you internalize this, you're going to be able to overcome this in a better way. Why am I telling you this? I guess I feel a little guilt of this because I share dozens, if not hundreds of plugins here on the channel. I do this to help you guys to save money in your music production journey, but I know that a lot of you just collect plugins, and I am also guilty of it. But I have already like 10 years into music production, and I was kind of addicted. I remember being addicted to just download everything that I could possibly have access to, and just test the plugins, just downloading them, install them just for the sake of them, right? Just experimenting with sounds, but I wasn't creating music. So I am guilty of it, of course, and I feel a little guilt because I share a ton of plugins with you, and I feel a little guilt that you might possibly be addicted or having this problem because of me in some way, right? And that's why I am telling you this. And right now, the moment I am not making music, but at least I am using all of these plugins to share videos and to make something productive and something that supports my lifestyle, right? But I plan to do more music this year, more of that in some days or weeks. And yeah, and let me tell you how I organize my plugins and where you can start about this. So I start here. Let's start by really checking out your computer. Some weeks ago, I believe, or maybe 1 month ago, I really searched all of my computer for all of the plugins, paid, free ones, in different formats. I really searched for them. You can search here on your, I have Windows, by the way, on your hard drive, and really search for them. For instance, here on program files, you can search for them on the VST3 plugins. Normally go to common files here. So I have the VST3s, right? And I have all of this list of plugins, most of them free. If you read the names, most of them I have shared them here on the channel. And really delete every plugin that you don't want, or it's a duplicate, or that you don't need pretty much, or yeah, just delete them really. And also you can go to here on the program files, you can go to VST plugins folder. I have also some of them here in another format, so go ahead and look for them, delete them, and just leave the ones that you enjoy the most. Learn to let go of some, right? You're never gonna use them. I only left what I really liked and what I could really use, and I'm gonna explain how I organized this. Okay, and then you can go also to the folder of your DAW. For instance, I had Steinberg Cubase, and there is also a plugin folder here that it's empty because I delete everything that was here. I just stuck to the plugins here on the VST3 plugin folder and the other. Also check here on your hard drive for this other folder, program files x86, which might be 32-bit plugin as well. We have here also a common files folder where we have all of the files. So I delete all of the 32-bit plugins, right? I only have VST, I only have this one. I'm only using 64-bit plugins and mostly VST3. So delete duplicates. Also here on a VST plugin folder, I have some also paid ones and free ones here on the 32-bit version of the plugins. I think I need to go back and maybe rescan this list and apply and delete more of this, right? Maybe I don't need because I counted all of the plugins, the free ones that I have 150, but I have them organized and I know them, and when I need one of them, I really know where to get it. So 150, it's not as thousands, right? But I need to cut down that list even more so. Okay. So this is the list that I have here. Let me show you the list that I have. Yeah, and someone was mentioning here on the chat, it's the dopamine rush of trying something new, maybe. Yeah, definitely it's the dopamine rush. It's the instant gratification that we get in social media for likes, comments. It's the same thing, right? That's what happens. So let me show you here my list of plugins, how I organize them. You can have this as a template. And here, for instance, I organized all of the freebies that I have, that I actually use and enjoy and that will use. And I didn't want to have this list inside the DAW. I wanted to have this list on a, maybe also on a piece of paper, but if not, on a notepad on your computer outside your DAW, where you can, I saved this file on the hard drive, the external hard drive, or maybe an USB to move this file. If I go to another city and to another computer or something, I have this this list, and I can go search for it. Okay, I can have easy access to. So I have, for instance, the guitar stuff, all the guitar amps that I have here. In another video I will show you these plugins, but I have the guitar stuff, I have bass stuff. I organize them by categories. Sorry, the drums, right? I organized the EQs. As you see here, only 5 free EQs. Compressors, yeah, of course. We need compressors, transient shapers, saturation, distortion. I have some of them. Problem solving, like this. It could be like noise gates, things like that. Reverbs, of course, we need them. I think I might cut down this list. Delays, I have 4 of them that I really love. Special effects, I have some of them because you might sometimes have access to a cool special different sound or something. Utility and productivity, I have quite a few that I could cut down here. Here I also put some plugins like denoisers, this low frequency harmonic plugin for low end. All in one, for instance, like channel strips. Okay, then limiters, I have only 3 of them that I really need. Clippers, mastering plugins, ozone elements, for instance. Sample replacement, I have only 1, but there is also a version of there is a version of Steven Slate drums. I don't remember the name. There is a free version of that, but you cannot use external samples, so I don't have that one. And synths and pianos, keyboards, things like that, I have some of them. As you see here, it's a long list that I could cut down as well. But you could use this list to organize your plugins. You can maybe pause the screen or something to screenshot or write down this, but you can also do some sub categories, right? For instance, here on compressors, maybe a compressor with analog coloration and a compressor that it's transparent. You can have here on guitar stuff, for instance, some metal amplifiers, some rock amplifiers, some things like that, right? So this is the list that I did to organize my plugins. And whenever I am mixing a song or producing, I need an amplifier. All right, I go to this list, I search for them, and really, all right, I'm gonna try the TSE X15 today. All right, let's go. And I need a compressor, right? I go to this list, okay, compressor, okay, I really like this one, so let's just have it. And yeah, the workflow, it's gonna be better, I think. So yeah, my friends, I think that's pretty much it. I would like to know your thoughts and comments on this topic. I'm seeing here, it says, haz alguno en castellano, por favor, gracias. Richard, yes, voy a hacer en español. He is asking about a Spanish version of this video, of course, later on the channel. Hi there, I accepted also suffer pluginitis. Pluginitis, yeah. It might be a disease or a diagnosis of this, right? DJ Emo says, over a number of years I have always took advantage of silly sales and monthly vouchers or codes. Also usually got most plugins for a very little. Yes, a ton of people collect plugins just because they are on sale all the time, but they don't really make an analysis if they need them, right? I have my VSTs in separate folders too. Good for you, DJ Emo. So there you have it, my friends. Let me know in the comment section after the live stream what you think about this topic. I think it's important that we talk about it and that we understand it and are conscious of this, because it might be a trap, right? It might be a ugly trap, right? So before we go, I'd like to invite you quickly to my website where you can get some additional freebies, not free PDF, not free plugins. I have some free PDF guides that actually might help you out in your workflow, productivity, how to make more music in less time, also how to mix a song using only free plugins so you don't need to spend. And I will continue to share stuff that you like here on the channel, freebies, so you don't need to spend money. I think that with today's tools, we can have amazing results. We don't need to spend a dime, really, a cent on plugins. Some of them, yes, I have also paid plugins. I want to share them with you. But a lot of things you can do with freebies. So I have also paid ones, but I stick mostly to free ones these days and avoid sales and all of that, and maybe only when I know that I did an analysis of them. So thanks a lot for this. I see here Arc Kaiser Studios. Where's the template link description? I am gonna leave the template down below. I am gonna write down this template in the video description right at the end of this live stream. All right, where you can get it. You can just copy and paste it to your notepad or something. So thanks a lot for watching, my friends. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. I will see you very soon in the next video. All right, take care.